I was struck by a profound sense of déjà vu as I started playing Faces of Illusion. The setup: a woman is kidnapped by a man in a mask pretending to be a phantasmal force during a theatrical performance, with the main character getting stuck inside the auditorium when it catches fire. This is exactly how the Mystery Trackers game Paxton Creek Avenger started. The connections, right down to the style of mask that the killer dons and the reveal of the second masked man, were impossible to miss. Luckily, the game ventured off on its own course quickly enough, telling the story of a magical book and the people who will do anything to get their hands on it. Still, it was a strange experience to go through, thinking even for a moment that I'd played this exact same game before. Now, on to the hidden object criteria. The game suffers a little from this. While the screens are extremely well drawn, a number of them suffer from random cluttering. There's gravity cheating as well, not to mention the awkward and unnatural placement of a few symbols. These aren't huge problems, but they keep the screens squarely mired in the good category when they could have been great. It's about 50-50 on this front. Half of the scenes were traditional 12:1 screens, with the rest being made up of assembly and mini-puzzle scenes. The game does generally a good job of keeping the hidden object scenes and environmental interaction logical within the world of the story, but there are a few oversights as well. The game's English translation is fairly hit and miss, which creates frustrating situations where it's unclear exactly what the player is meant to do to complete a puzzle. The screens are generally well designed enough that I was able to figure out solutions just by context, but some clearly written text would have gone a long way. The array of puzzles is fairly standard. Some mosaics to complete, knots to untangle, and gears to slot in place. They all work in the setting and provide a decent level of challenge. I was especially happy to see that the game's number square had a few locked-in pieces, as I'm generally terrible at figuring those out otherwise. The story is well constructed and briskly paced, but it's held back by some truly awkward translations. The problem isn't that the dialogue is incoherent, it's that everything seems to have been translated literally, with no care taken to ensure that it sounds natural or clearly expresses plot points. There's no color or life to the dialogue, so it's difficult to get invested in the characters and situation. This bracelet has a series of animal symbols on it. The symbol for bat is quite clearly a batarang. There isn't one, so no. Faces of Illusion has good hidden object scenes and strong puzzles, and its presentation is universally top-notch. The developers used 3D modeled characters placed atop 2D backgrounds, which seems like it wouldn't work, but actually ended up being an effective technique for making the game stand out visually. It's too bad that the translation was botched as badly as it was, since it's the main thing keeping me from recommending the game more strongly. I enjoyed my 2-hour journey through Faces of Illusion, but it's not going to be on the top of any lists. Faces of Illusion, The Twin Phantoms, is available from Artifacts Mundi. This review is based on a copy provided by the developers. Want to watch the playthrough that led to this review? Just click on the rectangle that allows you to do that. You can find other hidden object game reviews at hoguru.blogspot.com or elsewhere on this playlist. Au revoir.